Tough decisions are the moments when we don't know whether to fall into temptation or do what we know is right. Everyone has made these decisions when they didn't know if it was better to do what they know is right, nor do what may be more fun, adventurous, or cool. But all in all, we make the decisions and we must live with the consequences. Whether the consequence is getting suspended from school, getting your phone taken away, or even going to jail, you must face it. When we are encountered with these decisions, we sometimes surrender to peer pressure, or we get that feeling of, if I don't do what they want me to, then they won't like me anymore. But in all honesty, who cares what other people think of you? Nobody could have said it better than Dr. Seuss. His words were, "Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you." This quote isn't just a rhyme from a children's book, it is the realization that everyone is different and unique. Therefore, no one will ever be the same. So why try and be exactly like someone else? This question is difficult to answer because you never want to admit you have relinquished to peer pressure, but we must overcome these tough decisions because they are endless. But how, you ask? When these decisions come about, we either react with our answers very quickly or stop and think about the effects of each route we could possibly take. Majority will just react and go with their gut, but most times it is better to stop and think. Will I end up regretting this? Why am I doing this? What does my heart say? What am I afraid of? These questions seem pretty simple when you are just repeating them out loud, though when you are in a decision-making situation and you ask yourself these questions, it is a whole different story. They will hit you hard, and sometimes you may be ashamed of what your answer is for them. This is when you realize who you are living your life for, yourself or others. What is the difference? When you live for yourself, it's called selfishness. Selfishness is when you're concerned with the well-being of yourself and everyone else comes after. The opposite, or selflessness, is when you are concerned with other people more than you are yourself. Others come first. Although these two adjectives are on opposite sides of the spectrum, I have felt both before. Making a tough decision is very challenging for me because I want to do what I know is right, but sometimes seem to be straying off the right path. I believe making a tough decision is hard. One tough decision I had to make in my life was in the beginning of my freshman year when my parents divorced. The decision that was set before me was whether I was going to allow my parents' divorce to bring me down or I was going to shake it off and keep myself on the right track. To be honest, I did let it get to me. I was always either super sad or ridiculously mad. I had anger and sadness stuck inside of me and I didn't know how to get it out. I went to therapy, but that didn't do much because I told my therapist what she wanted to hear and I wasn't truthful. To my friends and family, I put on a fake smile and led them to believe that I was happy. Recently, I have realized that I don't need to feel bad anymore. It has been about 3 years and I need to let it go because I need to focus on my future rather than on my past. I am making a decision through this video and it is as follows. I will no longer allow my parents' divorce to be an obstacle in my life. I will overcome this impediment and be truly happy. Tough